all the argument with Megan, everything happened. She said you can't be a fashion designer and a thought, so to speak, or whatever. But anyways, fashion designing is one of the bigger things about your brand. How did this come about? Like, what was the start of you becoming a fashion designer, and how does it happen with that?
First of all, let's backtrack for a second to what you said. If you can ask Diddy, you can ask anyone who's really successful business people. Like, it is so hard to multitask. Okay, first of all, like I'm a mom. Obviously, Diddy's a man, but let's just say that 2 kids, like, and filming and designing. Like, I have my actual manufacturing company. Like, I have an actual full staff that's sew, cut. We have a shipping department. I have a customer service center. Like, I obviously write all my fans back.
Right.
I respond to emails. Like, I do a lot. I really don't have enough time to even be in a relationship right now, let alone have like a second career on the side or a job or whatever, But fashion designing, like, that is definitely my passion. I've been doing it for a really long time. I've worked with a lot of celebrities. It's kind of like a dollar and a dream kind of thing, I really went for it full blast, and like I have not stopped since. Like I don't have a slow period. I'm constantly putting out new things every week. Obviously we do collections 4 times a year, but in between I'm always doing stuff. I have a boutique collection where I'm constantly adding new items to the website.
Okay.
So that's it. And there's everything requires fashion, right?
Exactly.
Events, acting, when you're doing movies, music videos, the artists, like everything is in the entertainment business, like comes all down to like fashion. I feel like they rap about it, they talk about it.
We all need it.
Exactly. So it's.
Where did it start? What was the first thing you ever made?
The first thing I ever made was a pair of leggings. And at that time, like, leggings were popping,
right?
But it was just like American Apparel, or they were just real basic, casual, just a few different colors. I took that legging and I just started cutting them up. I started dipping them in glitter, putting sequins on them, just really just making them real girly. And at that time, girls were really working on their bodies, whether it was plastic surgery or they were working out. It was like at that time, like, we were embracing our curves.
Right.
So a lot of girls were wearing leggings. So it started out with leggings, and then a lot of girls were like, hey, can you make something that matches the leggings, because they're so wild, like we can't just dress it down. So I started making sets, and then bodysuits, and then dresses, and then it just all just
blew up from there.
Yeah.
So you started with the leggings, and so your signature is like a lot of shine and glimmer and rhinestones. What brought that about? Just the fact you wanted to make everything pretty girly, or that's kind of what you like?
Well, I grew up in the performing arts. I was in dance school and dance classes. I took, cheer. I did all of that stuff, and drama, everything. So I was on stage, and I did some stuff for Jennifer Lopez. I've done music videos and things like that. So I would always just my eyes would just catch onto that, like sequins and the flash and the glitz and the glam, and I just had a passion for it. So I remember, I used to go to stores and just could not find anything that I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go to the vintage stores and start getting stuff myself, and then just start making them. And that's just how it kind of started, is really from in here.
Who are some of the other celebrities that you've designed for who have worn your clothes?
Trina, Ashanti, Nicki Minaj. Rihanna did back when I first started, but of course it's one of those things where you send stuff out to the stylist and you don't always get credit for it, but she wore the sequins bras that I made, which was really exciting for me coming into it. I did all the Love and Hip Hop stars that you can possibly imagine, from K. Michelle to Jocelyn to Emily B to Kimbella, even Nikki. She modeled for me when I was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
For my clothing line before she even came out on TV. God, there's just so many I can't even think straight.
So basically, she's been cashing checks for a long time. So stop trying to come for her.
Even in Heidi Montag, like I've done from Coco. Like, there's just different, just everybody you can possibly imagine.
So what is it like now as a designer, being on the other side of things as a celebrity now, saying people want you to wear their stuff and they want to send you all kinds of clothes and have you promote for them?
Yeah, it's really crazy. I've been getting a lot of it, mainly for my daughter. They're always wanting to send her stuff, which is like, God, girl, like, you're getting all this cool stuff more than me, But I'm honestly, not to like toot my own horn, but like I used to get stopped all the time, like, oh my God, you're Angel, the designer, like, you're so cool, like, I love your stuff. Like, I I used to always get stopped for that. Now when I get stopped, it's like, oh, hey, Tyreek's girl, or oh, you're from Basketball Wives, or so it's all like.
Do you want that to go away, or do you appreciate that as well?
No, I appreciate it. I do. It's fun. And a lot of times they'll come to me like, oh God, like I wish you would have knocked Megan out either, or God, why did you let them do that to you, or girl, we love you. So it's cool to hear back from everybody, and I'm so nice. I take pictures with all of them and follow them on Instagram or whatever. It's cool. It's all love.
So when people are sending you things and you want to wear it, as a designer, like what are you looking at and when they send it to you? Like what are the details within there, or like what do you choose from that you actually want to wear?
I want to make sure that the quality is good, because if I'm gonna, promote them or help them get on or whatever have you, I want to make sure that what we're looking at, what we have is good quality. So quality is very, very important. Design, I like to support everybody, but mainly those who have like a vision like I did, to be like creative, like really thinking outside the box.
Okay.
So, but that's what I look for, and I do it. I support them. I have no problem doing it. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, they ask me to wear their stuff all the time, so I have no problem doing it.
That's really nice.
Yeah, there's good stuff out there. I'm like really impressed.
So you also think about branching into the men's line. I know we talked before about you and Daniel Gibson doing a line together for men. What does that look like now?
He actually wants to do like a limited edition, nothing to continuous. He wants to just put out. He has some visions and stuff, which is it's kind of cool because he's obviously has like men ideas. So it's more of a collaboration of his designs and me helping out a little bit, and then actually manufacturing those pieces. So we're getting ready for it. It's around the corner. We're almost there.
When are we looking at the launch for it? Coming soon? The next few months?
That I think he's still working. He's still working on his music right now, so that's holding him back a little bit. But I think he's still trying to figure out what he wants to call it. If so that's very important because we can't have anything out there without labels and things like that. So there's a little politics stuff that we're waiting on right now.
Would you ever yourself venture into menswear as well?
Yeah, I would, because there's a lot of things that I see. Like when I look at a man, that's one of the first things I see. Obviously, right, is what they're wearing. So I think it's important that men have like cool stuff too. But I think my vision is so engulfed in like babies and women right now that I would probably need to, like I said, get with someone, a man, to kind of bring those thoughts out. Those designs.
So then, what else are you working on? What are the other projects that you want to have going on besides design, besides TV?
I'm working on my perfume right now. I've been working on it for like 8 months, maybe even longer. But I'm just really picky. Like they keep sending me the ones that we're working on. The chemists are getting together, and it's just not what I want it to be yet. So I'm excited about that though, because when it comes out, I know it's going to be.
It's going to be dope.
Yes.
You have a name that sounds like a perfume name, like
right?
Angel Brinks perfume.
Right, exactly. And I have clutch bags that we're working on that are going to match my dresses, or maybe leggings and jeans. I do a jean collection twice a year. I'm getting ready for that one. This one's going to knock them out the park. My jeans sell out like crazy. Yes. I hear a lot of girls saying, please, please, please work on your plus size line. They want to see more of my stuff in plus size, which I always sell out. I did the plus size thing, so I'm working on that. What else? That's pretty much it right now. Just mainly dealing with still fashion, like I said, the bags.
It seems like that's the heaviest part of your life, fashion. Like it's almost like the TV show is almost irrelevant to the fact that you're a fashion designer.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I mean, listen, TV is a great form of advertisement, and a lot of people still write me to this day, like, I knew of you as a designer before you got on the show. And that's kind of what it's about. Obviously, that's my livelihood, that's my dream, that's my everything, and that's my number one.
So, with fashion and everything going on, you also have a distribution company. How did that part come out? Did you say, like, I don't want to go to anybody else on my designs, I want to be able to do everything myself?
My manufacturing company? Yeah, of course. I wanted to be in-house. I wanted it to, I remember when I first started, they were like, what do you want to call your clothing line? I was like, at that time, like, I don't know, what was it? There was fetish, like a lot of people wanted to just give their brand, like their clothing line, a cute name. I said, you know what, I want to put my name on it. And if I put my name on it, it has to be great.
So we have all the designing, and we have the manufacturing company, and all these views. What are the other things that you want to do? You want to do anything else in the industry? Have you thought about acting or dancing or anything, what is it? What is the secret pleasure that you want to do that no one knows?
I would love to design for the Laker cheerleaders. That is a dream.
That's like, that's something I feel like you could do.
I feel like I could do it too. I think I could. I mean, I have some connections and everything, but that's kind of like grandfathered in. You know what I mean? So it would be kind of rough to get it, but I would love that. That's something exciting. You know, my problem is obviously the love side. I like that. I'm such a go-getter. I'm so independent. I might have the independent woman syndrome, you know, that like I can do this on my own. I don't need you. The
Right.
truth is ultimately, you know, it's lonely at the top. You know, you go so hard, you're so successful, you have everything. Everyone's like, God, she has everything. She has all the nice cars. She has such a beautiful house. She has this. She has the looks, whatever. But I'm just, you know, I think it's time that I might just have to kind of calm the business side down and then just focus on, you know, me that I come across love.
So is that saying that you want to meet someone else, or is it possible that you and your child's father, who is in the NBA, may work things out?
It's hard, you know, who knows? Who knows? I mean, obviously we have to deal with each other, we have a child, but we get along really well. Like, we're actually really good friends, so whatever happens, happens. I'm not supposed to go looking for anything, but the point is that, you know, like, I feel like if I just keep going so hard for my business and the career, it's like, I just, that side just lacks.
So what will it take for a guy to stop you in your tracks and get your attention? Because I'm sure plenty of guys have asked you out and are trying to get at Angel Brinks. What will make you pay attention to them?
I don't know, like, I like funny guys, I like charming guys, and I like guys who can engage in a good conversation. Because that's really ultimately what it's about. Because once the good looks and the sex is great and everything, that once that fades, then you gotta have like good conversation. There has to be trust and all that. So you can kind of see it from the beginning a little bit. You can kind of see, can I get along with this person? You know, do we have the same interests? Can I you know, learn from him? You know, as me being a boss, it's like I need a boss. I need someone who can kind of sometimes be like, listen, Angel, like this is where we're gonna go, this is where we're gonna eat, and this is what we're gonna do. You know? So I need someone kind of like that a little bit in my life, you know? But until that happens, you know, but
So does the fact that you had an NBA guy steer other guys on?
it does. I think that's another problem of mine. I feel like once they find out who, you know, my daughter's father is, they start to feel some type of way. Maybe they're intimidated, or maybe they feel like they don't want to have to deal with that, me having to see him, or, you know, it's because it's not your average situation. Obviously, my daughter's very little, so she can't just like fly on a plane, you know. So I have to go to New Orleans when he's in season, you know, to make sure that they have a relationship, right? So when it's off season, he's with us a lot in LA. So that can be kind of a problem for some guys, you know.
So before we go, we touched on the show, we touched on fashion, we touched on dating, but I want to play the Be Nice game. So we are going to name each of your castmates, and you have to say one nice thing about them. One nice thing. Whether you're still friends with them or not. We'll start with Drea.
One nice thing. There's so many. She's beautiful. She's witty. God, there's so many.
Megan.
God, couldn't that have been last?
Get that one out of the way.
Something nice about her. I can't think of anything.
Woo!
Sorry.
Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. She dresses nice.
Malaysia.
Her hair is nice.
Tammy.
She's funny.
Shawnee.
Bossy.
And the one we all wonder where she went, Patrice.
Very sweet.
So guys, thank you, Angel, for
You're welcome.
coming out and doing this interview with us. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you to Jim Bob's Jewelry for allowing us to have this interview here as well. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram and Twitter at
Angel Brinks. Everything is Angel Brinks.
and check out her clothing line at
AngelBrinks.com.
and of course follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Gary Thomas and I am GaryThomas.com. See you guys next time.